You're watching the Gamecreds.com Clan War Invitational between Against All Authorities and Team Dignitas. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to SHOUTcraft if you just tuned in. If you're watching this live, you're doing it right. If you're watching it on the VOD, hey, we won't judge, Nerchio in the green trunks, playing Zerg right here at the western hand side. Yes, western hand. I will say it if I wish to say it, damn it. The western hand side of the Lost Temple versus his opponent Bischu from Team Dignitas up to the north of the map in the yellow trunks, playing the one and only Protoss. This'll be interesting, no question. So, Bischu and Nerchio all apply unconventional tactics. Although, I must say, I don't want to call myself disappointed by places. Oh, we went for the 4-gate. No, how droll. How working class of him. No. You don't judge people like that. That's dumb. Like, he went for a strategy that should be pretty effective, and you know what it was. Besides, there was double robotics facility back in that bar. I would hardly call that standard 4-gateway play. But there you go. Some people just get upset about everything. They take video games way too seriously. I'm not a big fan of that. I'll tell you what I absolutely do not like, actually, on my channel, is when you see amazing players, like top-ranked Masters League players, like White Raw and Machine, and these guys as well, you know, Bischu and Nerchio, both big Masters League players in professional teams. Oh, they played so badly, they're so terrible. Like, come on, really? What you really gonna say things like that? I don't know. I think that people's perception of players has got so absurdly out of proportion that it's just beyond salvageable. Like I said, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the game. Still pro level, even though it's not perfect. Because, let's be honest, barely anybody is perfect. I'm going on this rampage because there's really not an awful lot to say right now. You know, obviously, there's a gateway coming up, there's an extractor, there's a spawning pool. Bischu isn't doing any crazy expanding nonsense as of yet, not going for the forge fast expansion. Spawning pool extractor, yes, and he will grab when he thinks that that probe has buggered off, so he's not going to get harassed. So, again, we've seen that kind of thing before. Nothing unusual about that. Cybernetic score going down. Nerchio in the base. Oh, it's another Protoss opening. The gas! It will be mine! Ha 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 ha, yes. There you go, Nerchio, once again with the steel, trying to dictate the tactics of his opponent, limit his build order opportunities and options. That probe needs to be eaten. You know it needs to be eaten. It's on creep. Get it, go on, get it. He's not going to get there in time, unfortunately. Bischu is a smart individual. He is getting the hell out of there because he knows that's not a good idea. Hatchery going down. There you go. Just at the right time. That's what you do. Again, very safe. Nice way to play it. We've been seeing nothing but Zerg versus Protoss so far, and we've seen that happen more often than not, that they will delay the hatchery in favor of getting out the Zerglings and getting the gas first, so they can get metabolic boost easier, so they can drive the probe away, so there won't be a pylon dump down there. You know, much easier to deal with that than, say, an SCV. Well, actually, much harder. There you go. Getting it the wrong way around. You got an SCV down there, say, building a supply depot to block it off. Easy to nibble away at that. 4 gateways coming up right now for Bischu. Nerchio having a nibble. Spots the second. He's also actually well aware of the third because of that placement of the extractor. Interesting tactical information to know. What's his response going to be to that? Considering he's just dumped that down, he is under potential threat from this Stalker and the Zealot. And there's the Pylon. Pylon's going to go down right there, and that could be really unpleasant. A lot of pressure coming in. Roaches on the way. Nerchio gonna have to respond to that at some point. He doesn't really have the numbers to do so. He's got 4 Zerglings out. He's got 2 more on the way. Metabolic boost is going in. Oh, yes, let's have a nibble at the Pylon. Nicely done there. Nerchio takes the Pylon down before it's able to spawn, and that will cause a few problems for that build. Again, you know, 4 gateway, really, really strong build. Lots of people like it. Lots of people say, oh, it's so easy, blah, blah, blah. I don't really have that elitist attitude. I'm sorry. Use what's effective. But Nerchio counters it extremely well simply by killing the Pylon, and that eliminates the ability to warp in nice and easy. Gonna get another nibble by looks of it. Can we take the Pylon? No, we can't. Can we take a probe? If we take a probe and get a Zergling out of there, it's 3 Zerglings for a probe. Not really worthwhile, unfortunately. Bischu continues to push forward, and more importantly, it's bought time for Nerchio. Nerchio now has got the time to build something. He's got a spine crawler up, which will help him, and he is sitting on 5 roaches right now, plus the Queen. Is he going to lose the Queen? No, he's not. There you go. Nicely done there. And Zerglings on the field as well. So he's defending nicely against Bischu. He's got the numbers to do so. How However, bear in mind, pressure will continue to be applied by Bischu. In terms of the economy, pretty much equal. Nerchio slightly ahead right there. There we go, on the line. Can we take that Stalker? Kill the Stalker, nibble it. There you go, bite its legs off. It's good. Second one going on right there as well. So on the creep, very powerful defense coming in. Spinecrawler is going to go down, but of course it will delay it and give him a time to kill 2 Zealots. More Roaches on the way as well. He's got 7 up, and that is a good number. More Stalkers on the way as well. Needs the backup, though. He's going to need an awful lot more than that if he wants to break that line. Nerchio has no intention of letting that go. He's got 14 Zerglings on the way, and he may go for an aggressive counter push. That's what he's looking for. Can he get this around? Looks for this around. Round he goes. You cannot leave, he says to Bischu. Oh, wow. Bischu gets torn apart right there. Loses 1, loses 2. Zealot coming down as well. Nicely done there by Nerchio. Exceptional defense. However, the pressure's going to continue to apply. However, I must point out that it is kind of getting blunted right here because Nerchio is defending so ferociously. Unferociously. Ferocious is a word. Ferocious is a word. We combine them and it's ferocious. Brand new word right here coined on this show. Zerglings, they're gonna eat your Zealots. There you go. 1 and 2 annihilated. And those Roaches still feeling pretty good about themselves. Yeah, feeling snazzy, styling. They don't need to run at a fast speed. It's a leisurely walk. Gets this around right there. Nibble, nibble, nibble. Takes down 1. Oh, yes, and a second as well, and a third. Bischu being forced back into his base right now. The momentum completely and totally lost. Nerchio continues to hammer it home. Bischu loses 1 and 2 and 3 Stalkers. Zealot's getting annihilated as well. That pylon's going to go down, which means no crazy fast reinforcements. Bischu is running out of resources, folks. He is running out of resources. The 4 gateway deftly parried. He's in a bit of a desperate situation right now. Force field coming down, and Nerchio with entire map control. Very happy about his position right now, I have to imagine, and his economy doing pretty well. Oh yeah, feeling good about it. Roaches and Zerglings extremely effective. Bischu continuing to rely on gateway units, which is not getting him all that far right now. Needs to perhaps consider a few other things, a little bit fancy stuff. Honestly, I don't think Bischu can produce enough units to deal with it. Not with 2 hatcheries down, I just don't think so. Like I say, doing pretty well on both fronts. Now, Nerchio pulling slightly ahead in terms of his economy. Send out a couple of Zerglings, run the line, see exactly what's going on. Pylon going down for Bischu. And then finally, once again, Nerchio has had this up for 10 minutes. Well, 9. You know how it goes. 9 minutes he's had that. Not only has he had a scout in the base, but he has blocked off that, and as it turned out, that actually ended up killing Bischu's economy. Just the amount of gas that he has not been able to mine as a direct result of that is fairly goddamn important. Bear in mind, Nerchio hasn't done it either, but his units are less reliant on gas. He's building mostly Zerglings and Roaches, as you know, and we could show it to you right here. Well, we could if he had any frickin' lava left. Well, you got... Stop clicking it! Stop clicking it! There you go. 25 gas. I knew that. I just wanted to show it to you. It was a visual aid, folks. Trust me. Visual aid. 25 gas is all he really needs to build Roaches. However, Sentries, that's 100 gas. Stalkers, that's 50 gas. It's a lot of freaking gas when you've only got 1 assimilator, and he hasn't even bothered to build a second right now. It's going to stunt his growth pretty damn significantly. And honestly, Nerchio is rolling forward now with a pretty damn potent force. 10 Roaches, 14 Zerglings available right now. And he's got the upgrade to the lair, so he can diversify. Goes for the line. Takes a Zealot for free. Gonna take a second one. There you go. Nice little swarm. Oh, great surround. Takes another and another. Bischu losing forces hand over fist right now. Massive difference in terms of resources lost. Absolutely gigantic. 4,350 to 1,900. A huge difference. Do not underestimate just how big a difference that actually is. Unbelievable. Nerchio with the Overseer. Well, he can lock down some gateways with Contaminate, of course. Glile Reconstitution coming up. But again, I think Bischu is getting so very, very starved right here in terms of his resources. Relying mostly on Zealots, which, of course, as we are well aware, not only get easily locked down by Zerglings, but they get torn apart by Roaches. Once again onto the line. And you know what? Bischu's not going to be able to hold this line, I don't think, if I'm entirely honest with it. Too many Roaches. Too many Roaches. Losing Zealot after Zealot after Zealot. Might as well take a few. Still doesn't have quite enough Stalkers, if I'm entirely honest. Zealots pushing forward, but they know they don't want to go onto that creep. That is a dangerous place. There are things lurking beneath it. See, you see the ripples in the water. What could be there? Monsters! Monsters! Horrible monsters! Nerchio. Nerchio, you have 15 Roaches, and you have 2 more. Your reconstitution is almost up. And you're going to be able to apply a hammer blow approach. Once again, Bischu goes for the expansion, still doesn't grab another gas. And that is limiting the number of Stalkers and Sentries he's able to put on the field. relying so much on zealots as a result of that. And you know what? The economic advantage now firmly in Nerchio's favor. A full 10 drones ahead, and there you go, running the line once again. I don't think Bischu's going to be able to hold this. He's going to try it nonetheless. Takes one zealot, takes two, blasts his way through there. Little outcropping of resistance from Bischu, but it's being broken down. There are so many roaches. Sentries annihilated. Good game, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Nerchio takes it, fought against all authorities, and is now one apiece in this